Good morning, everybody. I know you can't see much. We're in Nipigon, Ontario. And this guy blocked me in. Parked right in front of me. Pulled his curtains. I have to go wake him up and tell him to move. I need to get out of here. I got a truck right beside me here. And he's blocking me off there. The sun is blinding me over there and I need to get moving. Was able to squeak out of there just barely. I didn't have to wake up the driver. Though I kind of felt like doing it anyway. I really don't like it when people knowingly park and block people in. But like I said, I could get out, so what was the big issue, right? That was a driveway, not a parking spot, but again, is it any of my business? I don't know. It would be if I couldn't get out. But here we are, living the dream, trucking along, so I guess he gets a pass this time. That was close though. The end of your day, sometimes you just gotta make a spot, right? I've done it before, but I've never done that exactly before where I make it difficult for people to get out. I always make a point of making sure walking around, making sure no one's going to have difficulty getting out. Because number one, I don't want them to hit me. And number two, it's just not nice. But, oh well. By the time I left, I saw him pull in there last night. And I was hoping he was just going to move. He was just stopping there temporarily. So I went to bed and I woke up and he was still there. But that's not going to dampen my day. Like I said, didn't really matter. It's going to be a good day. Alright, so I made it past Thunder Bay, down, I think it's Dawson Road there, Highway 102. I'm at that Petro Pass at the intersection, if you're familiar with the area. If not, you can just let that information just breeze right over your head and I won't be offended. So you remember we watched Old Blue in London, Ontario, right? And I haven't gone very far today, so we pretty much just driven one day through Northern Ontario. I want to show you what I mean when I say it's impossible to keep these trucks clean, especially driving through Northern Ontario here. So look at this. You ready? That's from London, Ontario to Thunder Bay, Ontario, and I still have about 8 hours to go. That's what I mean. Very hard to keep it clean in wintertime, but summertime's coming. That's our load. 3 layers like I was explaining yesterday. Each layer is tied down on its own, and plus there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over the top holding everything down together. So we got, they're about 15,000 pounds each. So we got straps over the bottom holding that down, the second layer holding that down, and then the third layer. They wanted no chains on this load because it would damage the steel. So we made it work. Walk around here with you for a little bit. And to be honest, I don't know how I would chain it anyways. I mean, I could. I'd have to put a lot of chain protection over it, like rugs and carpet and stuff, to make sure the chains don't damage it. And I told them I could do that. I could make sure that it doesn't get damaged, but they said, nope, absolutely no chains on their freight. Okay, this works too. This works just fine. It's 11'8" wide, so not quite 12 feet. You can't really see much on this side because the sun is blocking all of our light, but we better get going. I gotta get out of Ontario before the sun sets. My permits in Ontario only allow me to drive during daylight hours, obviously because it's a 2-lane highway. Manitoba, I can drive at night. So as long as I get to the Manitoba border before the sun goes down, we're golden. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to adjust that convex mirror. I stopped here to adjust my mirrors a little bit and tighten them. These bottom 2 convex mirrors were getting a little wiggly on me, making me a little nervous, so I stopped and just gave the bolts just a little extra, and just tightened them up just a bit, just to make sure. Wouldn't want them falling off. It's happened. Great.
Continue on this road for 641 kilometers.
What road, Karen? I'm not on the road. We're not home yet. You shouldn't be drinking yet. Crazy. You'd lead me right off a cliff if I didn't double check you, wouldn't you? I don't know, I don't trust you. 656 kilometers left to our yard, where I'm just gonna drop this trailer. I'm gonna leave it all tied down, all flagged and signed. They want it delivered Tuesday in Brandon, Manitoba. Like I said yesterday, I'm hoping a city driver will be able to be available to deliver that for me, because I want to be at an appointment, a prenatal appointment with Britt Tuesday morning. So we're trying to find someone who can deliver it for me from our yard. If not, that's okay. The load's my responsibility then, and I'll deliver it. That's why I'm gonna leave it tied down. We can just hook onto it, and if someone else does it, well, they can just bring back my equipment and leave it somewhere for me, so that before I leave on my next trip, I can pick it up. It doesn't always work to have a city guy deliver your loads. They're very busy, so we'll see what we can, see what they can do. Okay, man, it's cold outside. All right, we want to get back on the road going that way. I see a truck in my mirror. Are you turning in that driveway, bud? Oh yeah, it looks like it. What's he doing? He's just stopped on the, oh, he's turning left. I see. I see him in my little convex mirror down there. I gotta turn around and go that way. I don't want to block the driveway if they're trying to get in here, you know? Now that my mirrors are adjusted, I can see a little better. So that's Highway 102. We came from there. Oh, and now we're behind a convoy of 3 trucks. I hope that they're diligent, speedy drivers that aren't gonna get in my way. Off we go. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the filthy road. A filthy road will lead us to a filthy place, right? Also known as Manitoba. Ah, yes. I love my home. Manitoba. The province everyone always forgets exists. Hi, we're here. But you know, the people in Manitoba, we're kind of okay with that, I think. We like the peace and quiet. I don't want to be at Toronto. I like being a flyover, you know, then all the all the hipsters and stuff, they can fly from Toronto over top of me to Vancouver or Edmonton. And I can just enjoy my solitude and my peace and quiet in my tiny little town. But we call it a city. Sign off on the right, big polar bear on it. Welcome, bienvenue.
Crossing border, entering Manitoba.
And the scale is closed. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. That makes me happy. at the office here. I'm gonna drop my paperwork off in there. I'm gonna go inside the yard, drop this trailer, leave it all secured, just put it in the yard, unhook, and book it back to my shop and get Old Blue into the warmth. It's starting to get cold again. It's minus 22 and a half, minus 23 Celsius right now, and it's supposed to go down to minus 32 very soon. So I'd like to get Old Blue inside as soon as possible. She'll be. I think that's a good spot. What do you think? Yeah. All ready to be delivered in a few days. Whether it's me or someone else, it's ready to go. I'm just gonna grab my tarps off here, put them on my catwalk, detach the trailer. And that's it. I've already let the trailer sit for a good 20 minutes, 30 minutes. While I was bringing in the paperwork, and here as well to let the brakes cool down. So hopefully when it gets hooked onto again by me or the other driver, hopefully those brakes won't be frozen. I did my best to make sure they're not. It's dirty. Thought it was dirty when we left. Man, yikes. Old Blue. At least you're warm now, right? I mean, are you still Old Blue under there, or should we start calling you Old White? It's crazy, right? It's too cold to wash the truck outside, and I can't just wash it in here. I'd have to push all that water out of here, and it's just too cold right now. And I drove it in this time instead of backing it in, trying something new, see how I like it. And right now I kind of actually like it, because I have lots of room to move around back here, get around the truck, and over here, like you saw when I was on this side here, lots of room to open the hood yet. Whereas I used to always back up right up to this line here. Then it was sort of like cramp up this area back here when I backed in backwards. And then I could just barely get my hood open at the front. And sometimes I didn't back in far enough, and then I couldn't get the hood open at all. I would just hit the door. I'd have to back the truck up. This might work better. I'm gonna try it out, see how I like it. Look at how thick it is on. This is what Northern Ontario does. Man. Let's check the background. Some of these tanks, they're supposed to be like mirrors so that you can see yourself in them. Can you see yourself? I mean, here's a little piece of it. Well, you can sort of see yourself there. Just crazy. Those are supposed to be mirrors too. It is what it is, right? We'll clean her off. We'll go do it again. So this is a piece that my sister Cheryl made for us. And our house is too small to hang it anywhere in the house. We got this as a wedding present for her. See, it says Joshua and Brittany Giesbrecht down there with like a family tree. Took a lot of work and effort, right? And I wanted to display it somewhere, but our house is too small. So I hung it up in here, but now I'm beginning to think, I don't want it to get dirty. It's like a white cloth. I don't want it to accidentally get dirty, because one day when we have a bigger house, maybe hang it up there. Maybe we'll have a nice spot for it. So I think I'm gonna take it down and put it away just to keep it safe. I don't want to wreck it. This mattress needs to go to the dump. A lot to get done. It's been very busy though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I have 2 garbage bags here. I put one on each side, and I'm going to put it over there with our house stuff. That way I don't have to worry about this getting dirty. I feel so bad if I wrecked it. I hang it up for a while anyways. My mom said that too. She came to the shop here a few weeks ago. She saw it there and she warned me like, oh, it might get dirty there, you know? Yeah. I thought about it, I guess she's right. Not safe up there. Not in a shop. One day we'll have more space. Where's this? What is this? What's going on? Hot and carving. Garbage bags playing mind games on me. There we go. Is it big enough? Is it big enough? Yeah. There we go. Okay. That goes up like that. That like that. There we go. There. This up there. There we go. Safe. So that's it. We're home for a couple of days, and we'll be back at it before you know it. So there's some home time videos coming, and we'll see you in our next video. Don't forget to hit the notification button beside the subscribe button and the subscribe button. Hit those both. That way you'll be notified when my next video goes live. I'll see you later.